Oh, that's the RNLI going off. First time I've seen them go. I've been down there for people running out there. There was a police launch went up the Swanee earlier, which is up that way, which is like heading towards France. So, well, they don't seem to be like panicking. Tractor. So there's people there, people on the pitch. So maybe there's been a bit of an incident on the water today. You know, which could possibly be one of these chaps out there on one of those what do they call those things? Jet skis, I suppose. Jet skis up there. Yeah, they were all there. People fishing today and all sorts of things. It's going to be baking hot tonight. It's going to be the hottest night of since since before the sun formed. Oh, there he goes. Look, cool. That's got some torque on it, isn't it? There she goes. Good luck to him. So I don't know what they call that. I've seen RNL. My ex-brother-in-law used to be in the RNLI, and he took me to show me his boat once. And his boat had a cabin on the top. Actually, that's quite shifting, isn't it? That is. It's moving quite quickly. So let's hope they come back and effect some kind of rescue or saving thing, whatever they're out going to do. Let's hope that it works. It's not very busy down here at the moment, as you might be able to see, look. So I've just parked there, look. So I parked, well actually I stayed here last night. I like it down here. It's just down by the Halion Ferry, which is just past the RNLI station, which is there. Where the people are all milling around. In that boat, it's gone now, the RNLI boat, it's right up there, look. Cool. It's one of the fastest moving boats I've seen down here. It's giving it some jip there. Going up that way. That's Hailing Islands over there. It's about 100 metres away. I met some French chap today down here. I was introduced to him actually. His name was Pascal, and he's actually sort of living over there somewhere. And he's entering this competition. You know when you see these people jumping off the pier at Brighton with sort of wings and trying to fly. He's entering this. I think it's August the 10th or 11th or something. And he showed me this wing he's built, which is like 2 bits of corrugated plastic, more or less. And he's like bolted them all together. And I wished him all the best, and asked him what sort of chance he thought he'd have. Because if he can go 100 metres, which is about from where I'm stood now to the other side of that, whatever that bit of water you want to call that, don't know what you'd call it. I suppose it's an ocean, a sea, an inlet, you know, an estuary, or call it whatever you like. It's just salted water, basically. So, anyway, there you go. We got some kayaks out there, people canoeing, canoeists. There's just on the horizon over there. There's a boat which I can't really see what that is over there. Right on the horizon. It's like a ship. It's probably a cross-channel ferry of some kind, I would think. That's called a channel. This is called, I don't know, a creek. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's just salt water, basically. Water with sodium carbonate in it, whatever it is. Salt water. Sodium chloride, sorry. Funny that stuff, really, because if you get sodium or chlorine separately, I mean, they're really volatile bloody things, they are. I mean, chlorine, it's a bleach, isn't it? That's what they put in swimming pools and stuff. Sodium, being a metal, that's what they have in street lamps. That stuff's, you know, almost incandescent, almost like spontaneously combust. But stick them together and make salt, table salt. Amazing, isn't it, really? Just because all the electrons in it. It's like, if you remember the Hindenburg, you know, the sort of airship that blew up in the 1920s, I think it was, or certainly early on in the 1900s, somewhere around there anyway. It was coming into land somewhere, and it blew up because it was full of hydrogen. And hydrogen's only got one electron in its makeup, whereas helium, immediately following that, they made a thing that helium, which is pretty much an inert material, which has 2 electrons. And the reason that's inert is because they have shells, apparently. These chemicals and atoms have what they call shells, and they have the shells apparently 2, 8 and 18. So the first shell has 2 electrons in it, and you go to the next shell which has up to 8. So if you've got a chemical that's only got 1 electron in its makeup, it's got a spare electron in its outer shell, which basically means it's very likely to bond and mix up with lots of other things. So it's a bit like hydrogen. I mean, I think actually the technical term for that, for the dirigible that blew up, is rapid oxidation, which I guess you and me would call that fire, but that's it really. So it kind of just gives you the difference between hydrogen and helium, kind of just what our sun does, and all the stars that are out there, they convert hydrogen to helium, that's what they do. And the difference being that helium is pretty safe material, because it's electrons in its shell, because there's 2 electrons in helium. The shell is full up, so it won't bond with anything. That's why it's inert. It just doesn't mix with anything, because there's no electrons, spaces for the electrons of another atom to bond to it. Whereas hydrogen is a different thing. It's got a spare electron space, because it's only 1 electron. It's got a hole kind of thing, so that'll bond to lots of things, including of course oxygen, to make that watery stuff, which that's my beach. This beach here is my back garden sometimes. I really like it, and plus it's going to be hottest night of the year tonight, so I'm going to have some sea breeze up my jacksie, up the front of my shorts, because you get a bit of a thrilling with that as well. So I'm going to have some thrilling tonight. Anyway, there you go. So the police launch has gone up there, which you didn't see, but that went up there. So it almost went quite leisurely, and then the RNLI boat has gone zipping up there a bit more urgently. So I'll try and catch them when they come back, maybe, and see what's going on there. There's more people with the those jet ski thingies over there. It's a bit quiet here today. Nice and laid back. I like it down here. And these birds that are flying around, I don't know if you can see them. I mean, sometimes it depends on what time of day it is. They'll fly around like they're doing there, which are about 5 or 6 meters off the water, just trying to pan in case that one does it. And then they dive into the water. They basically literally headbutt the water. They'll dive straight down into the water. Pardon me. So probably to catch food, maybe, or just because they're hot, mate. I don't know why they do it, but they do it. It's quite interesting because it's not something you see every day. Things that you don't see every day. How marvellous. Oh, that's a hailing ferry there. That sort of rust bucket over there. It's basically heading up. It's going to the hailing ferry, but it's kind of heading towards France at the moment because of the tide. It's pushing against it. So it has to head towards France to make it to the other side, to where the ferry is. So I guess at some point the RNLI will come back. Anyway, so I'll hopefully come back with some more later. Take care.